Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Julia, and I am one of the Therapists Connect Twitter volunteers. I am a lecturer in psychology in London, and I'm also a trainee Gestalt therapist in my second year of training. And I wanted to record this video to share some reflections around moving towards anti-oppressive practice. And this isn't just limited to the therapy space, but also to my identity as an educator within higher education. I'm a disabled woman. I've been disabled from birth. I'm also cis. I'm white. I grew up more or less middle class, and I'm in a heterosexual marriage. So I've experienced oppression in my life. I continue to experience oppression in my life, but I've also experienced a lot of privilege. And to navigate that balance between recognizing my privilege, but also recognizing the way in which I've been harmed and the way in which my environment hasn't met me has been quite a journey. And the more we have conversations about these things, about anti-oppressive practice, about the nuances involved in this, the more aware have I become of this. But it really wasn't until I started going to personal therapy in relation to my training, and even within that, not until a few months have passed and we sort of this topic sort of sneaked itself into my personal therapy space, that I've really started to have some embodied sense of movement. So for me, that's intellectually understanding how the world isn't what I want it to be, and isn't what I think many people need. And to actually understand what to do about it and understand how to contribute to solutions. Yeah, I find these are two different things: to feel empowered to actually go out and be a relational activist in an education space, in the therapy space, my own and with my clients. Took a while to grasp what I wanted, and I feel like I'm now at a stage where I'm starting to understand what I want to do with this desire to contribute to anti-oppressive practice. And there are loads of individuals on Twitter who do this incredibly well already, and that's one of the reasons why I keep coming back to that space, even though it's not always simple. I keep coming back to learn from some really I don't want to say brave, but unapologetically anti-oppressive and aware individuals who make this space a better space and who educate and work and who are therapists or educators who share their knowledge for greater good. So I've on the back of some discussions with my students, we have termly book club where we try and read a variety of books related to psychology and mental health and statistics and anything that they are interested in, and we try as much as possible to also read anti-oppressive literature. And on the back of discussions within that space, I've decided to challenge myself to a little project for 2023. I tend to overpromise and overcommit at times and not honor my my free time and my need to rest. So I've decided to keep it very, very simple. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it, but I'd really welcome your thoughts, or if anyone wants to join me and have some discussions, yes, by all means do. So the general idea is to spend 1 hour a week as a minimum, so at least 52 hours in the next year, but hopefully more, to dedicate to learn about anti-oppressive practice, but also to learn about how to actually sustainably find ways to carry it out into the world, and spend 1 hour not just learning about systemic issues we're facing, but also learning about activism and learning about what can be done and what's realistic for one person to do. So, because I am a big reader, I do have a reading list, and I'm currently moving in the process of moving. So I'm gonna need to show you these books on a shared screen because they are all packed up already, but they are here. So I'd like to read starters um within the year. The Race Conversation by Eugene Alice. I'd like to read Taking Off the Mask by Hannah Louise Belcher. I'd like to finally read Intersections of Privilege and Otherness in Counseling and Psychotherapy. Susan Cousins' book. I'm sorry, Susan, if I'm mispronouncing your name. Books, I have them. I've had them for a long time. I want to really delve into these. Miriam Taylor's book on deepening trauma practice. Apparently, has some moving things on anti-racism, but also on nature, which I do believe needs to be part of any anti-oppressive stance, and then Sexology by Silva Neves. So those are some of the books I want to read. I've also committed to giving a reflective lecture to my colleagues in April to talk about how it's going and the trials and tribulations and my learning. And yeah, and I'm recording this video, and as I come to the end of this, I'm also reflecting on how until the pandemic and until all teaching moved online, I would have never recorded a video like this. I would have. Sorry, I didn't think I'd get emotional. I would have silenced myself and my voice as a disabled woman. And if one good thing came out of this, I'm more able to do this and put myself out there, even though it's scary, and even though I want to stop the recording as I'm crying. And I'm second guessing this, but yeah, it's been really good to explore these questions of how we use our voice in the therapeutic space. and I'm very grateful for this. So do let me know your thoughts, and yeah, and also resources, podcasts, books. I'm putting this together over the first period, but it's a process. If you have anything you can recommend, conferences, lectures, do get in touch, and thank you for listening. Thank you very much.